Hey guys, this is Mike9K1. Today we'll be continuing our season with the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll actually be finishing up the regular season most likely. Um, so our final few games, we've already clinched our division, and basically these next few games don't really matter all too much, except for depending on how we do, we might be able to knock any of our other division rivals out of the playoff picture altogether. Um, and maybe even after, depending on how much time we have, maybe after we finish the season, maybe we'll get a good look at the playoff picture as well as maybe we'll play coach a little bit and see what we can do to manipulate the some of the wild card games, since we basically already have a clinch on on the playoff. And we'll go ahead and get our controller set up here and see what we can do. Ooh. Oh, that might be important. All right. So we can see some of the other divisions as they're still shaking out. So our next game is against the Giants, and we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and refresh everything. Make sure the stream's running all right. We'll go ahead and do the kickoff real quick. We'll drop maybe a few frames. It's possible, but it should hold up. I think of the teams that we want to keep out, this would be the game that we'd want to win. Of any of the teams, we'd want to keep the Giants out just because we've been eyeing them the whole season. They've been doing well. The Redskins, the Washington Redskins, are just starting to emerge, so I'd be a little more, receptive to playing that opponent later on, and who knows, maybe they'll prove to be a tougher game. They got an interesting rushing attack, pretty diverse, and that might just be the perfect antithesis for my defense. We're great in pass defense, horrible in rush. So that might be the better matchup ultimately. So who knows? We want to win both games, keep both out. Here we go. Now everything's starting to catch up here. All right. I'm actually playing without one contact in, so my left eye isn't quite as useful as my right eye is. Already that rushing attack proving to be very potent. I have to start betting against the run a little bit more. We'll see what we can do. But at the very least, we're starting the stream out interestingly, in a more interesting fashion. Perfect. Get that passing attack going. I always worry about my quarterback taking tackles in bounds. If they get out of bounds, there's no chance of him getting injured, but there's a decent chance of him getting injured other than that. You get the pass out quickly, though, avoid the sack, all the better. it seems like we've gotten a little bit better with that over the season. I'm asking for trouble with that. I'll run it with buyers and see where we get. I don't want my quarterback getting injured just before the playoffs. This might be the game to do it, if any of them. Alright, let's take him out. Oh, that's a shame. Well, thanks for joining me, man. I haven't had a chance to see you online as of late, so it's cool to see that you're tuning in on your phone. I occasionally do that on my phone, but it's really hard to hear streams, and even sometimes it just buffers off my own mobile connection. T-Mobile just doesn't have that great a reception out here sometimes, but yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, I do have a mic, and I think my camera working too. So there's that. The quality is sort of up and down, but all right. There we go. All right. See if we can get the pass. Let's see. Oh, Leprechaun, hi! I didn't expect to see you in my stream. But yeah, thanks for joining. This stream we're playing retro football game called Medium 2. Oh, hey man. Yeah, we're playing a retro football game in this stream. It's Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES. It's an absolute classic among retro fans. Yeah, I do stream. I actually even for a little while there, I was streaming an Earthbound playthrough. I was actually doing a pacifist run where I was avoiding battles, and I got to about 3, but then I ended up actually losing my game save at one point, so I lost a little bit of progress. I actually haven't started that playthrough back up yet, but eventually I want to finish that run. But yeah, I tune into a lot of Earthbound streamers and a lot of retro streamers in general, so yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. You know, I kind of really enjoy participating in chat and I don't really necessarily like to backseat with games, but I do like to help streamers, especially if it's their first time playing a game. It's kind of fun to sort of join in on the experience. But yeah, it's part of why I stream actually, is just because, hey, well, might as well share the experience if I'm gonna play. I enjoy playing some of these games, so might as well do it on stream. Well, thank ya. see. I should actually start betting against the run here. They're gonna get a touchdown on me. So far, we're actually leading the Giants in the first half. We actually this is our third to last game of the season, so we're actually most of the way through this game. But we have a good offense, so we can come back. All right. Time for my team to get serious. Lock down that defense. I actually have my backup quarterback in, so I'm hoping that my regular quarterback doesn't get hurt before the playoffs, since we're already guaranteed. What system? This is actually for the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original Nintendo. So it's for an old system, but it really actually, for graphics wise, it actually pushed it pretty well. It was one of the later games. I think it released in like 92 or 93, so it was a later NES game, and it really showed what the system could do. Like, the sound is great, the graphics. I mean, for what the system does, for what most of the games are like, it's pretty impressive, I'd say. Tecmo did a really good job when they developed this game. No, I don't actually live in Philly. I'm just kind of a fan of the team, in particular. Some of the coaches. I was a big fan of Chip Kelly when he went to coach at Philadelphia. I'm a big fan of some of their old players, especially like in this game. Their team is particularly fun to play because their quarterback's really good, Randall Cunningham. So I follow like some different NFL teams. I actually followed the Chicago Bears a little bit, like so. I actually had a playthrough of the original Tecmo Bowl where I played as the Chicago Bears, and I'm a big fan of Buddy Ryan, who was the coach of Philadelphia Eagles during the time that this game was made. And of course, this team has really good defense because of that when they made this game. But no, I don't. I don't actually live near Philly. I actually live way out in the Midwest. From Kansas, actually. I actually recently moved near Denver, Colorado. Actually living up near Fort Collins now. But I think I'm a big fan of some different Midwest teams, and I used to follow the Chiefs a little bit. Kansas City Chiefs. I went to college at Kansas State, so I was a big fan of in college of some of their teams, but I kind of follow teams all over the country. Oh, you bought this game like a month ago? Yeah, it's a really fun game. When I was little, the original Tecmo Bowl was actually one of the first games I had. I had that and Super Mario Brothers. So, of course when I originally first played this game when I was little, I didn't understand it. My brother actually was the one who actually played it more at first. So it wasn't until I watched him play it a lot that I ever actually picked it up and started understanding what was going on in the game. But I definitely, I really enjoyed Super Mario Brothers at that point. So that was like the first game I really grabbed onto. And from there, I was kind of a little Nintendo fan ever since. So I had a lot of Nintendo consoles and. Alright. That's a pretty nice way to end the half. You get the ball to start the second half, we're good. So Ernie, have you actually played through a lot of this game, or have you still yet to really dig into it? 'Cause it's a really fun one if you're into football and you can kind of get into the game, but sometimes it's if you don't really know what's going on, it's it's sort of like eh. But a lot of folks really consider this one a classic among football games. I'm not so much like a huge fan of like Madden, a lot of recent ones, so this is like, uh, about as far as it gets for me. Um, it remains a relatively simple game, so it's like easier to pick up than maybe a lot of the more some of the newer Madden NFLs and all of that. Oh man, I'm getting nowhere. I have to punt it. Ooh, I might have flipped that punt too. Put it in to make sure it worked. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you there, man. Um, yeah, I mean, if you just buy it among a pack of video games, yeah. Um, like, yeah, I don't really blame you. If you're not really into football, like, I can't imagine you really like it being easy to understand what's going on in the game, and But I'm basically calling defensive plays right now. Um, basically trying to stop their running and passing game. You basically, I mean, it boils down to really, do you predict whether or not they're going to run the football or pass it? Um, in which case, based on what plays you think they're going to try, your defense will actually rearrange themselves and they'll play a little bit different. And if you pick the right play, say on a pass play, they'll actually like rush the quarterback like right now, and they get sacked. Most likely. Sometimes you can still escape that. Like earlier in the game, I actually escaped a sack and managed to throw for a first down. Um, and even actually on one play that resulted in a touchdown. And that's just because once you get a certain feel for the rhythm of your offense and things like that, there's a lot of like really cool depth to the game, even though like it's not really complex. Yeah, I do actually. I play Animal Crossing New Leaf. That's a favorite of mine. I don't actually like have a 3DS capture device or anything, so I don't stream 3DS games unfortunately, but I do have Animal Crossing on there, and I have actually my friend code down there, and I think I saw your friend code on stream at one point, so I think I'll probably just go back and put that in. If you want to add me, go ahead. Um, but yeah, I play a lot of. I play a good few 3DS games. I have I don't know, one of the Mario's for the 3DS. And I think I had actually gotten Star Fox, and I got a couple of the Zeldas. I got Ocarina of Time 3D, and oh yeah, and Link Between Worlds. So I have a good few handful of games there. You stream it? Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I will go to your town. You just let me know, or like you can send me a message and send it over Twitch or wherever. Um, I'll know when to look for your town. I mean, um, I'm usually on in the afternoons. Usually like 7 to 10's often been like my stream time most days. So, but I'm available. I'm generally the afternoons is when I'm on playing games, and then usually like later in the evening I'll stream a little bit, and then maybe I'll host somebody afterwards. A lot of times I like to host before I stream later on in the day, so anybody who follows me can see, uh, some other streamers, things like that. That way they have some idea that I might come on later on that evening. So. All right, that's good. Oh, that's great. That's about as good as you can ask for as far as a punt. Now I just have to figure out how to stop their offense. Keep my offense going with the backup in. Oof. I mean, at that point, you're kind of, when the play breaks down just like it did, you're kind of forced to either go for the quarterback, or you're forced to. I mean, I think that was a huge run too. How many times? Oh, a bunch. Usually as of late, it's been at least maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes even more than that, like 4 times a week, 4 or 5. But most weeks it's like 2 or 3 times a week. So, overall, most of my past broadcasts have been converted into highlights. So, there's quite a few. I would say altogether, more than 30 times. But I've gotten a little bit. My stream setup has changed a little bit over time, so um, I'd argue that some of the streams I've had more recently haven't been quite as good quality as some of the earlier streams. I'm hoping that I can get kind of in a different situation so I can get a better stream setup going and I can get better upload bandwidth, particularly. 'Cause right now it's restricted at 240p, that kind of thing, so. I have like 500 kilobit upload, so I try to squeeze as much as I can into it. All right, perfect. Quick's getting out in the open. I did not expect that. Wow, that was quick. No pun intended. That was really quick for the defensive back to get back there and intercept it, but. So I streamed a number of times. I would say, I've just recently started streaming with my mic and camera and stuff like that. I've just recently gotten that going with OBS. So I'm still kind of like I've been learning with that a little bit, how to optimize my stream. But yeah. When your stream rig's not really reliable or anything like that, it gets kind of tough. I actually had a better stream setup in my last place, but now I'm kind of like streaming off the MacBook, and I actually had a dedicated streaming computer that I was streaming off of before, so I could play like Resident Evil Revelations 2 and some of the newer titles a little bit easier. I can still play like Counter-Strike Global Offensive and stream that, and some newer games, but it's not quite as good on my laptop as it is a real streaming rig. But yeah, you kind of make do. It's kind of forces you to be a little creative sometimes. So, and that's part of the fun, I guess. At least for me, part of the fun is just even sometimes learning how to use OBS. Oh yeah, I really like the soundtrack in this game. I think it's really nice. I actually have some other I do stream some music on off of SoundCloud and things like that on stream. So sometimes when I'm away from AFK, away from the game, then I don't have to put my starter back in. Then you'll have something interesting to listen to. I listen to a mix of sometimes even retro hip hop to electronica, things like that. So it's just kind of a big jumbled mix of all kinds of things. But yeah. Oh really? Oh nice. Yeah, there's some really weird things that I've found on there that I've just added into random playlists. So it's this sounds kind of interesting, but I don't know. Maybe I'll listen to that later. But yeah, there's an interesting collection there. If nothing else. All right, this one can't be intercepted. All right. I'll take it. I need to remember. Let's see. I'm gonna put QB Eagles back in. All right, we can settle for a field goal on this drive if we have to, but we're not going to. We won't need to. Or will we? All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. I'm kind of old. Like I'm an old '90s kid, so I'm 24. I'm old. I kind of just do this in my spare time. I normally basically by day I'm sort of an IT pro. I work for a managed service provider and do that. Um, so basically, I deal with old people all the time who aren't familiar with technology, and I help them out. So that's kind of my background. That's part of the reason why I got so interested in Twitch and the streaming platform in general. Was oh, you're 35? All right. Okay. Well, I don't know. Like compared to some of the streamers I actually see on here, like there was one streamer that was like 18 or 19, but he sounded like he was. I mean, no offense to him, he sounded like he was like 13 or 14 at times. But there are some young streamers on here I've seen, so it's like when I see them and I'm like, oh man, I feel really old. But there is kind of a nice age distribution because I see some folks that are like even like late 30s, early 40s on here. So I mean that's one cool thing is that there is sort of there's an interesting age distribution. There's a significant gap between most viewers and most streamers, but it's still not like I don't know. There's a lot of parity there, I guess. That's cool, 24, 35. I mean, that's awesome. Um, you're doing some so you've been gaming probably for a really long time. Medium. Fumble at the goal line. Automatic touchdown. But yeah. I actually noticed on your profile, it looks like you said, well, you're blind or visually impaired. That's really cool if you game and do that. Because I honestly like you know, that's something I just, I don't have any, knowledge about how that would be, but, you know, that's really cool. So, I mean, yeah, like you just, you try, hey, that's, I bet you do more than try, though. I bet you're probably pretty good. I mean, if I can only imagine, like, you would have to hone in on totally different aspects of a game, probably. Oh, okay. You found out what video games were 7 years ago? But, hey, you draw on stream, that's really cool. I found a few streamers who they draw under creative. I mean, it's kind of cool to kind of just relax and watch a streamer, like, even just like, oh, you'll be back in a little while? Alright, sure, man. You're watching off your phone, so I don't blame you there. Most of the time, like, when I'm on my phone, I'm, like, hopping in and out of the stream anyways, because my mobile connection's, like, but... Yeah, I actually noticed that. Like, he had a couple of those things in his Twitch profile. That's really cool. Um, and yeah, you're probably able to speedrun pretty well. I'll have to actually see if I can check those out later on. I haven't had a chance to just yet, but I've never actually, I don't think I've ever played Boy and His Blob. I think I've heard a bit about it. You know what? I'm gonna look it up real quick, just because. Interesting. Platform puzzle. Oh, okay, so it's a Wii game. Interesting. Oh, looks like a really cool game. I'd have to check that out. But for now, I'm gonna continue my my journey to the playoffs. Let's see. Actually, we'll let the rest of this week play out. Next week is Dallas. All right. I'll see you later, SND Works. I gotta check you. I gotta check out one of your streams because I actually saw. I saw you doing a playthrough of like a wilderness game at one point. I saw you like. I don't even know what game it was. Or I don't remember, but you. I remember like you were shooting some folks with arrows and things. And you like had this cool wolf overlay, so I gotta see how you did that because that was like awesome. You know, you got a really nice like green screen set up, and I'm super jealous. But that was really cool. So what kind of work? Basically, I do IT work. Most of the time, it's like I support. I work for a managed service provider. We have some. I mean, I want to say 300, 400 clients around the area and around the Denver area. Basically, I basically support all kinds of things from email to storage systems to networks to whatever. I originally started out actually at a small shop in my hometown near Wichita, Kansas, and basically did the same thing for just a smaller number of clients. Basically I would take calls, help people out with like their laptops and things like that. And most of the time, like even people would bring stuff into the shop. We'd go and work on stuff there. We'd actually have people that would bring in gaming rigs, and we actually got to set up some of those. And we just got all kinds of one thing I really liked about that was it was a really small shop, but we got tons of like little work opportunities. Um, you know, the owner there was pretty well liked among most of his clients, and seemed to like he gained so much business just from word of mouth alone. So you work in a cookie factory? That's so cool. Cookies. Oh, okay, that was your face rig. We'll have to look that up. Far Cry. Okay. I think that maybe it was one of the Far Cries. I guess that kind of would make sense for what I was seeing. Oh, I see. I see. There's an NES version of Boy and His Blob and a Wii version. I see. Now I was trying to I'm putting all the stuff in chat together now. All right. Maybe it's time I continue a little bit. San Francisco won their conference or their division, the West. So we're probably going to face them at some point in the playoffs. They have a really, really dynamic offense. So it'll be interesting to see if we'll be able to stop Joe Montana, Jerry Rice and company. We had a little hard time with them during the season, so that'll be an interesting game. I think we're ready to play Dallas. I don't know if I wanted to see any other teams here. I don't think so. All right, let's just go. Oh, what? Yeah, I actually noticed that you had you were posted like system builds and things like that. Um, so yeah, I think we definitely should. That's awesome. Cause yeah, I built my own like little gaming rig and things like that, and I've even worked on other people's. So yeah, it's kind of cool seeing another channel that like actually specializes in that. that wasn't necessarily an original idea in mind, but it's like, yeah, maybe that like would play into it at some point. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Um, like Oreos, Nutter Butters, Chips Ahoy. That's really cool. I forget what is that? Who makes Oreos and who makes? I don't even know why I would look that up. What company is that? Because I'm trying to think of what who owns all of those. But anyways, that's really awesome. It sounds like I'm guessing you get free samples and stuff like that. So um, that'd be maybe pretty tempting. Um, let's see. Craft. Okay. I think they're gonna make a run here, so I'm gonna bet against the run. I'm gonna stop them. Almost sacked him. I was so close. I was at his feet. I was tickling his toes. Now instead he throws for a 40-yard gain. I hope he keeps calling the same play now. Ooh. Alright, I think we have these passes pretty well blocked off. We just have to stop him. Even better. You can't ask for anything better than that. Am I going to run it back? Oh! See ya, Soundworks, SNDWRX. Everyone, huge shout out to SNDWRX. He's been viewing me for a while now anyways, a couple weeks, so, you can check out his channel. He's got some pretty cool stuff there. If you're a fan of Far Cry, he does that. And he also does as he mentioned on stream in chat there, he does some cool system builds and stuff, so those. Running around the corner, get the touchdown. You'll be playing Earthbound? Alright, tomorrow? Awesome. I was actually going to look for you later on tonight to see if I could host you, but I figured, I thought maybe you'd be on later, maybe not, so. Alright, well, if I see you on tomorrow, hopefully I will. I'll catch you and join the stream. Maybe you can help out a little bit, who knows. Again, I don't want to backseat, so it's I try not to help too much. All the help is needed for you. Alright. Yeah. Well, there's a lot left to enjoy in the game. I'd say, to some extent, part of the joy in the game is sometimes trying to figure out some things for yourself. And maybe you aren't always successful, but sometimes you find something fun or cool in the meantime. There's lots of little Easter eggs in the game that people really enjoy. So it's a big appeal to the game. So sometimes it's really fun just wandering around and finding some of these Easter eggs, even if you're trying to actually get through the game. Sometimes it's kind of fun, figuring or trying to finding some things for yourself because there's just so much in the game. All right, I've got one play in my playbook that is never successful. So I'm gonna have to get rid of that from my playbook pretty soon here. And in fact, I really should take QB Eagles out. We're ahead far enough that I don't need to risk hurting him. They're just running all over me. I think if I just stop trying to bet against the pass, it'll just open things up so much more. Yeah. Now I can bet against the pass on third down. And hope he doesn't run. And even then... Alright, let's see. Can't block him. Can Jim McMahon complete a pass? He can indeed. Let's see. Play with the biggest chance of success. The pop pass. "45 minutes in, no drop frames. I'm pleased now." We got this game. We got this. All right. Let's see if we're lucky. Oh, that was sweet. The Stars just had perfect alignment right there in that play. It seems like our offense has some really abysmal time with the run. Oh. You know, I'm not using all of my pass plays. I keep one in the back pocket there. A field goal will do. We can make that. That's perfect. That's got to be right on. All right. With that extra blocker, we had some hopes that we could get away completely. I'm just gonna drain the clock on him. Well, I'll take that. You can see the first down marker right at the edge of the screen. Should we go for a long field goal? I don't even think that one's... Oh, I think you gotta be at least 45. Oh! That was a pixel off, I swear. Oh well, they can get 3 touchdowns and they still won't catch up. The fourth quarter, this game's pretty much put away. thought I had my kick blocking guy set up before, but apparently not quite. I really should just run the ball, but you know. Nice. I'm going to bet against the pass a little bit here. Force him to run the ball. If I can. But, let's see if, will we be able to stop him? Nope. Luckily, we got far enough ahead before their offense caught fire. As long as we're able to, you know, extend our 13-second possession. What's the safest play I could call? I think this one. Gives us yet another, our leading rusher is Jim McMahon, the backup quarterback. Troy Aikman, on the other hand, ran through 100% for 125. McMahon threw 50% for 117. So we had 15 runs overall with 45 yards, netting 45 yards altogether. Yeah. Our defense made the difference in that game, and only early on. Nevertheless, we got the job done with the backup. So we'll see who else clinches their division. And before we start our game of the last week, and so my Bears are in. So really, the only question is who's going to get the wild card picks. Washington, we're playing this week. We're playing next. And Detroit, probably. And maybe New Orleans. We could see Minnesota sneaking in. Maybe the Washington, maybe the Redskins or the Giants. Depending on how they perform. Let's see. Overall offense, we're third to last. Third to last now. We're still first. Total defense by about 1,100 yards. We're first by far in pass defense. We're not that impressive in run defense. Near last. Near dead last. But overall, we're getting the job done. Now, say we meet a team that is able to really run the ball down our throats. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the next game. And maybe that'll be the Redskins, or maybe that'll be another team during the playoffs. You know. But one would hope if we were to lose a game, it would be this one, and not in the playoffs. Playoffs, I think the way they work in this game is you actually have to start all over. So maybe we'll play coach a little bit here a little bit later on. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up our season. Might take a break about halftime here. But in the meantime, we'll get this going. Starts about as well as we can hope. All right, we're only gonna start QB Eagles to get a touchdown here. That's it. All right. Now we take QB Eagles out. If I remember. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. All right. I think he's still going to throw it. I've been kind of fortunate that he elected to throw it on these downs. Couple chances at safety there, but nothing comes to fruition unless our offense gets the ball back, gets a chance to control the clock. I get a chance to take QB Eagles out, make sure he stays out. We'll give McMahon a nice play. Perfect timing, yes. I could put my starting receiver in. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Normally Barnett is the starter there in that position. So, and I think he's probably our most talented receiver too. So it makes no sense that he's not in, but, you know. I think I did that in a previous game to keep him from getting injured. Maybe it's all the better. Reggie White. We're going in for the kill. And that failed horribly. It's a huge run. We're going to continue to prevent the run. Hope to leave no chance of the pass here. I gotta keep keying in on the run. If I don't, he's just gonna make me pay every time. So let's see if we can wrap this guy up. Alright, chance play here. I'm gonna go for it. Why would I go for it? I don't know. Ooh, I gotta try though. I gotta try. Something just tells me that it's bad either way, no matter what happens if I don't get the first down. It's all I had to do and I did it. Now I can keep draining the clock. I mean, they've just been explosive enough that, you know, they have a diverse enough rushing attack that, yeah, it just doesn't seem like I can really keep them out of the end zone, you know. Not effectively. Alright, good positioning, good positioning. That was about as good as we could hope. They keep draining the clock a little bit. Alright. And again, we're almost going to just try to get a little bit of progress here. Just enough to get us that field goal, you know? And not lose the ball in the meantime. So we got to just do the safest play we can. Perfect. That's about as good as you can hope for. We got 50 seconds left on the clock. We can run the ball a little bit. $18 seconds left on the clock. They stop you short. 11 seconds left on the clock. Oh, so close. Oh, mismanagement. I shouldn't have even tried the last play. I should just know if it's even close, if it's under 20 seconds. I was thinking under 15 seconds, no. Under 20 seconds, no. I mean, because they just swallowed me whole. And even that last 3 seconds that I had just wasn't enough. I'm not quite taking care of business here yet. I have to put Cunningham back in if McMahon doesn't show up here. Nice. That's how it's done. Touchdown. I mean, that rushing attack, I gotta key in on the run. If I don't, they just make me pay. As tempting as it is to bet on the pass, and right there, they're gonna make me pay with the pass. Big time. Big time. Huge play. We've got a nice diverse offense there. I'll give them that. Alright, let's see if we can stop the extra point. We can't even do that. Can't do that. More coming up. One more really good. I mean, I think we can hold them off. We just have one more good, good drive. One more good drive down the field. We can hold them off. That was a chance. That was real. That was real bad pass. Totally unplanned. I'm really putting everything on my quarterback. A little unfairly, but, you know. Kind of want the backup to get some good snaps, too. We use the rushing attack. A little more momentum there. Perfect. Line it up. I probably should have thrown the pass sooner, if at all. I didn't see the defensive back there. It just kind of came up from nowhere. And totally intercepted that. Alright, key in on the run. We can stop him. Yeah, that's it. That's how we counter that play. Still had Keaton on the run. Just had my nose guard, Mike Golick. Just got him down there. And I'm take the other way around the offensive line and got to the quarterback. And that was a critical safety. I mean, that pretty much spells out the rest of the game right here. One good drive. And even then, if we don't have one, we're still alright. We still have plans. I don't know how that happens. The fullback fumbles, the halfback picks it up, or the halfback fumbles and the fullback picks it up. Byers fumbles, Sherman picks it up, gain 3 yards. They are smiling upon me today. That's all we need. That's all we need. I mean, that's the game right there. Offensive line did the job. Me, I'll keep that play in my playbook. I can keep relying on my offensive line. Oh. I'm not watching them, though. That defensive back keeps sneaking up on me. I gotta make sure I get out there and throw the ball. Get it out quick. I've not been getting the ball out quick, and that's been giving me interceptions, giving me sacks. Pretty much all I gotta focus on doing this play You know, I can seal the game pretty much if I just get a field goal here. But getting a touchdown is probably more critical to ensure the game. I saw it coming. I didn't know what I was doing. But we've got, an outside shot at a field goal. Let's see if I can make what I missed before. Come on, that's got to be right on. That's got to be right on. Oh! I got to be just a little over, maybe. I should have been just on the inside there. They've got a full playbook now. They can unload on me. They got a full playbook. But we're just keying on the pass. I could have, they could have eaten my lunch right there if I didn't have the confidence to key in on the run there. I'm going to cover your receivers. I was going to try to. Ooh, that's scary. I just got to keep myself from turning it over now, which is kind of a scary prospect. And that's all I got to do is run the clock out. I could have made him pay. I could have made him pay right there. There's only bad things that can happen now. Only bad things. Let's just get the ball out quick. All we gotta do is run the clock out. We didn't need to do that, though, thanks to Randall Cunningham and his miraculous return. All I need to do is put him in for 2 plays. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. Now all of a sudden our offense is spinning again, just like it was. So we're leading passer for the game. And it's all the better that we actually have Randall Cunningham back in. So now we don't have to change anything when we go in for the playoffs. McMahon is still the leading passer for the day, 70% for 187 yards. Not too bad. He played admirably most of the game. A bad interception, but towards the end just couldn't get it done. We need someone just a little bit more reliable. Again, he's leading rusher again. 7 rushes for 32 yards. So that's an average of a little over 4 yards a run. So not insane, but not that great compared to the 169 yards they amassed against us on 7 plays. Same number of plays. We kept their quarterback at bay, though. 50% for 90 yards. Not too bad. But we really should have been focusing on the run. But for now, I think we've eliminated them. Let's go ahead and look at what our playoff picture looks like. We are finally ready to skip to the playoffs. Let's see what it looks like. My Chiefs, they're the champions of the AFC West. They've got one really good rushing team in the game here. Houston Oilers, another dangerous team. Warren Moon was just, he tore my defense up. I mean, if there's anybody that has a pass game that can just ruin my defense. Yep, Buffalo, Miami, both really good teams there. Buffalo almost undefeated, I think. Houston, Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Denver. All right, one of my favorites. John Elway, kind of tough to defend too. The Giants are also in, unfortunately. Chicago Bears get the bye. The Detroit Lions are also in, and New Orleans is also in according to my. So my predictions largely correct. San Francisco's in. I like how it's shaping up. We're gonna play coach for a couple games here. Lions are gonna beat the Giants. Bears should beat the. Well, let's go ahead and look. Who are we coaching? Do we want to coach the Broncos or the Dolphins? Do we want to coach the Oilers or the Bengals? I'd like to watch both games. I don't want to invite in. I don't want to coach in those. I will coach the Lions or the Giants, and I will coach the Bears or the Saints because I haven't played the Lions or the Bears. So, and that will set us up. So let's get started. Wait, did I say that correctly? Oh well. We're going to coach the Lions, and we're going to coach the Bears, and I think that's it. Alright, so Lions face off against the Giants. The Bears face off against the Saints. Then we're going to put the computer on Dolphins, Broncos, Bengals, Oilers. Dolphins, Broncos, the Bengals, and the Oilers. Alright, I think we're all set. So we're actually going to catch the first round of the playoffs. Since we've finished the season, it's a little early. So we're going to finish the first round of the playoffs, and we'll get to see what we're facing off against next week, either the Bears or the Saints. I'm going to be coaching the Bears, so hopefully they beat the Saints here. First, we're going to watch the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. And maybe in this time I'll be able to take a break or something. So I think it should actually play out the whole game in front of us, if I recall correctly. Yeah, the music changes now. I forgot about that. And the games get tougher. It's fun. Ooh, the Dolphins with a deep pass already against the Denver defense. So can Dan Marino bring in such a... Oh, that's going to be an easy touchdown for them. He tries to run for it. Loses about a yard. Oh, yeah, this is in for them. No question about it. So we're going to watch this game unfold a little bit. In the meantime, maybe I'll take a little break, get some medicine, relax, and I'll commentate, I guess. But this is pretty much going to be it, I think. I mean, we're basically going to do this, and we'll get a good look at what we're actually playing off against next time. But this will be all the games that we're going to play on this one. This is all going to be matches that we're going to play directly. We're going to coach a couple. So, but that's it for Philly Eagles. Get a rest for now. They've completed their undefeated season. We're gonna coach a couple teams. We're gonna watch the Broncos and the Dolphins here. I think we're gonna watch another one coming up as well, and then we're gonna coach a couple. So we'll be right back. Excuse me. All right, my Broncos getting to touchdown. Beautiful, beautiful. So tied 7-7. Nice. Broncos scored quick. Okay, guess not, but they weren't all too sluggish either. These are two dynamic offenses. Both look very fun to play. If I were to have a preference between the two teams, well, I'm a little bit of a homer to the Broncos, so that was my choice. But I'm kind of indifferent between playing these two teams. Dan Marino's team is legendary in and of itself, so honestly, I think of the NFL, like, to me, this is like, the last real great years of the NFL, at least, from my perspective. I mean, all the greats are in this game. John Elway, Dan Marino, let's see, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Bo Jackson, and, on my own team, Randall Cunningham. I mean, okay, compared to all these other names, maybe he doesn't, ring as many bells, but, he was really good too. I mean, his coach, Buddy Ryan, classic. The Chicago Bears, a lot of the players are still the same. Mike Singletary, of course, Walter Payton. But so many legendary players. Christian Okoye for the Kansas City Chiefs. Trying to think of some of the players for the Bills. Huge interception. The Dolphins might have just taken this from the Broncos. I mean, if they just get a field goal here, this game's theirs. I don't think they get the ball to start the second half, but from this perspective, it certainly looks like this game's theirs. They just don't lose the ball. I mean, that's kind of a big gimme. But they left a minute and 10 for the Broncos. So that's relatively fast offense. Maybe not what they would have wanted to do. They missed the field goal. Yeah, that could turn the game. That could turn the tide of the whole game. Of course, there's not much you can say before half, and go figure, throws another interception right away. So clearly, the computer not making a lot of smart decisions. I might have thrown a couple interceptions, but you know that spread play. They have that hook route play. Really seems to do a great job of spreading a defense. That's a really nice passing play. And of course, that seems to be like trademark Dolphins right there. Particularly of Dan Marino's offense, they were really good at spreading defenses. They were really good at passing. Yeah, you're adding to it. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed. I mean, all these like really great legendary players in this game. Yeah, thanks for joining us. WVO. Oh, I'm terrible at pronouncing usernames. How about WVOPJIO80? Thank you for joining us. But yeah, like, you know, tons of great names. This is really like this game just feels like an all-star game, really. Like so many great names in football. Oh man, the Dolphins have this game. I don't know what the AI is doing on the Broncos team, but wow, they were just spreading that defense. You know, they've got the only team to beat the '85 Bears. Well, and this is, of course, this version of the team is way past '85, so not quite the same. Some of the personnel are the same though. So when we get to play, when we get to coach the Bears later on, we'll get to see some similar players, some of the same players from before. Not all the players the same though. In fact, quite a few are different, if I recall correctly. Punting it away again. Oh, Dan Marino. I'm guessing he's just about as good at running the QB sneak as John Elway was. I don't know if he doesn't seem to be quite as prolific in this game as he was in the original Tecmo Bowl. The original Tecmo Bowl, John Elway was just ridiculous. I think they may have toned him down a little bit, but he's still very, very good. Of course, I make use of the QB sneak pretty liberally as well when I use Randall Cunningham. Jim McMahon doesn't quite have that speed that really makes him worthwhile for that, but he was at least fairly good in the original Tecmo Bowl, so Tecmo Bowl Classic, as I call it. Perfect time for a late night toke. Is that the game? Oh, not even quite. Dolphins still have it decisively. But, you know, if that was John Elway's pass, it would have been intercepted. So, ooh, did they make that? That is not even fair. Okay. So they miss it just the same. Whew. Excuse me. Marino is 13 for speed. There's not even supposed to be that fast, I guess. But I mean, when you're in excellent condition, though, when you have your players in excellent condition, I remember, like, there's a huge difference in stats all of a sudden. You know, when your player's in excellent condition, you know, can do pretty much anything. Even when your stats, even when the player's stats is normally low. I do remember that. So maybe he's in super good condition all of a sudden at the end of the season. Their kicker's really good. That's interesting. I'll have to remember that for when I play them. Of course, I'm not really too worried. I'm pretty decent on special teams. Maybe that's why they're able to. Maybe that's why they were so close with that kick earlier on. It's just that their kicker's really good. We'll see if it pans out. They had one field goal already. This one's going to be a miss. I'm thinking that one's AI's fault. That was even pretty close. What's up? Alright, there's a perfect open man right in the middle of the field. The AI, that's all AI, man. Wow, really? Excellent condition, Marino speed would be 25 at max. So yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what's up with that. He seemed to be doing a pretty decent job against those defenders earlier. I don't know why. I mean, that definitely seemed like pretty good speed. I mean, like Jim McMahon, I think, has 25, speed normally, and he's slow. I think it might even be 33. But he just seems so slow. I'll have to look up his stats again. Alright, Denver catching up in the final seconds. Only 10 points behind. Still pretty decisive, Dolphins. Do they recover an onside kick? No. Not even close. 15 seconds left in the game. It's all theirs. Horrible completion percentages for these guys. Even the run, they were pretty. They weren't all too explosive, but Dolphins make it. The Dolphins advance. Plenty pleased with that result. I'm going to reconnect my controller real quick. Pretty pleased with those. Next, I think, is probably Bengals and Oilers. Um, that'll be interesting enough to watch. So, oh no, we're coaching the Lions, apparently. So, finish up our toke here. Let's try to stop their offense this time. Pretty sure I told them that would be the play. I'm actually picking the plays, but the computer is doing everything else. Damn. I think they're going to go for a pass here. If it were me, I would do that. X. It's always how I think about it. Well, this could be a decent chance to stop him, but instead it's a rather significant gain. He did a good job getting out to the sideline there, so what might have been an opportunity is nil. All right, perfect. Perfect job stopping him there. You know, they're a really big fan of using maggot. So, I always think of it like maggot. All right. I have to think he's going to use a pass here, so. All right, at least contested the pass. All right. My Lions are doing a good job so far. Yeah, I'm going to take advantage of that hole right up the middle. See if we can open some things up downfield, maybe. All right, throw it on the outside. If he does it. My AI. I could have done that. All right, we'll see if he will swing out to the weak side here. And all right. He had so many people coming open downfield. Poor Barry Sanders, I know, right? Barry Sanders, another classic. Another legendary player. Horrible 3rd and 10. That's, oh, so lucky that's not a sack yet. Okay, that's even worse. All right. Oh, I'll take it. Gets out of the end zone. Maybe get a first down or something. I mean, it just looks like I'm going for it. Yeah, it's a safety. Oh, man. Well, sometimes it just doesn't matter what play you call. I can be grateful for that. All right, we're going to use some of our extra time here to see what we can do. Throw for a first down or something. Oh, man. Look at that. That's crazy. Sanders is going to do all the work. Maybe. I don't know. Our quarterback's been doing a great job sneaking. Pete. Is that his name? He's been throwing some really great passes, but oh, he's been throwing some really bad ones. Okay, what should I throw? What should I go for now? Should I just try for a big play or just try to get a field goal? You know what? I'm putting on Barry Sanders back. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Oh, all right. Field goal. Can he deliver? Ooh. Maybe? Ooh. Yeah, but just a little more on the inside, man. That could have been in. Could have been in. Let's see. What is he going to do to me now? All right, I can dig it. I can dig it. I can deal with it. I can dig it. I can dig it. I can do a dig it. I can deal with it. Dig it. I'm just gonna key in on the run and see what happens. No play action pass. Every time I get a chance, get a big opportunity, turn the game around. I don't know why I keyed in on the pass there. That was awful. Oh, this is a touchdown. Instant touchdown. Glad I'm just the coach. But now it's like you really almost regret coaching at all because it's like, you know, if I wasn't in the driver's seat and I was just watching this passively, that'd be great, you know? It'd be totally fine. But now that I'm in the driver's seat, I'm trying to get them, you know, some points. I'm trying to help them win against a team I don't want to play again. Alright. I can dig it. I can do it. I can deal with it. Alright. We're just going to start passing. I really shouldn't rely on the passer. I think that's what you've been trying to tell me. I should listen. My fault if they lose. Yeah. I should have paid attention. But you know, maybe Sanders can do it. Can he put it all on his back? As long as he doesn't get injured, that'd be really shitty. Alright, I can dig it. I can dig it. Touchdown! Alright. I need to rely on Barry Sanders some more. I don't have enough of my faith in Mr. Sanders. Perhaps they should feel the burn. No. No. Well, we're getting the ball to start the second half, so if we just stop them here, that'd be amazing. Quite frankly, I don't respect their pass game very much, so and I should have. I should have respected the pass game. All they gotta do is field goal. All they gotta do is kick a field goal. But you know, I'm still pretty pleased with that. You know, they're still sort of on the edge of field goal range. I think they're right on. Oh no. Oh no. So what should I do? I mean, I'm not gonna make Sanders try to run all those yards right away. So we're just gonna use a big pass play and just hope it works. Oh no! That could have gone so bad. Oh man! All right, I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with that. Halftime. We're tied. We're getting the ball back. We have a chance to control the game a little bit more now. Mark Ingram, Stephen Baker, and Mark Bavaro. I need to, like... I don't actually know those names. I mean, I guess I'm just that terrible. Mark Ingram, Stephen Baker, and Mark Bavaro. Mark Ingram sounds actually pretty familiar. Maybe even Stephen Baker. But let's see. All right, Sanders. I call him Bernie Sanders. I'm at one point or another, I was just guaranteed to confuse the Barry for the Bernie, and Lawrence Taylor on the Giants. Yeah, I'm surprised not, because I've seen his name come up a few times, even when the computer was playing. So it wouldn't surprise me. I'm actually going to go for a big pass play here on second down. Try to open up the pass a little bit. And, ooh. That wasn't quite how I had envisioned that play going. We'll see if Barry Sanders can get a little bit of momentum, a little traction here. Not really. I'm going to do a QB sneak with Mr. O'Pete here. All right. Barry Sanders. Yeah, I was surprised at that catch. I was really surprised. All right. We gotta get this. I mean, we're this close to the touchdown. Barry Sanders just has to deliver it home. All right, perfect. That was the weirdest. I swear, I just saw the weirdest dive. He dived horizontally across the screen. He like went up diagonally after he dived. And it was one of the offensive players. It was one of the offensive linemen that did that. Just, it was weird. But anyways, now we just have to defend, keep his rushing offense at bay, his rush game. Somehow I'm a lot less worried about the pass, but it can still make me eat it, even if Mark Ingram right there. Phil Simms. Oh, Phil Simms. Phil Simms. Okay. I should have remembered that name. Mark Ingram. That makes sense. The Giants are making a fool of me. I keep thinking I'm playing. I'm actually like playing, but I'm just coaching. I'm just calling plays. Yeah, what do I even do? What do I do with these guys? I mean, this could be a safety easily, no matter what play I call. I mean, I'm just going to use Barry Sanders, workhorse. All right. I'll take it. All right. I'm taking a hit with this next play, no matter what. I don't think I can actually change control to man in game. I can at least look at my players though. Barry Sanders. All right, let's see what his speed is. So his running speed is 25, but his rushing speed is 69. Maximum speed is 31, so he shouldn't even be that fast. You're right. All right, go for a lucky play here. I don't know why I was. I don't know why I'm not using Barry Sanders enough. I don't know why I'm trusting my quarterback this much. Oh, okay. You were kidding. I didn't think there was a way, but you know, maybe somebody knew a trick that I didn't know. Who knows? There's a lot of like interesting little tricks in this game. There's like even I knew at one point there was a glitch actually to uh, get an extra chance at receiving the ball at the beginning of the game if you want to receive. Although I always kick off because I always want to know that I'm getting the ball back. Computer makes anybody go fast, but when we use them, they seem slower. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, computer is always like unfairly fast at times, like ridiculously. Although, like, if you watch, like, I don't know, there were a few Tecmo tournaments I remember watching that people always choose, like, the fastest player on the defense, and so they're always flying around the freaking field. Um, if you're really, I guess if you're really, really good at taking advantage of the game's quirks, then you're able to do that. I think my computer just seems particularly slow. It seems like, there we go, Lawrence Taylor. He makes an appearance. Um, I think some teams are just destined to win over others because, you encounter some teams, some computers throughout the season that are much harder than the others. At least it seems. So, I don't know why I called an extra play. That was awful. I don't know why I did that. I really hope this doesn't turn out awful. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh well. Might as well end the game quicker. All right. Let's All right. I gotta get Barry Sanders in there. I gotta get him in some good situations. Um, Giants are the better team, I think. I think in this game in general, I think they're considered better, but I should be able to win with the Lions if I call just the right plays, press just the right buttons at just the right times. Come on, this should be an easy first down. Easy first down. I should never rely on these guys in a rely on the pass on a 3rd and 3, apparently. I should have just gone with Sanders. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, I'm putting it in Sanders' hands. Sanders, you're the reason we win or lose. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, Sanders beast! Sanders beast mode! He's gonna do it all! He's gonna put the team on his back! Oh! Fucking Barry Sanders. Holy shit. Barry Sanders beast mode! Touchdown! Alright. The fuck? Oh, man. I must have some delay because that is not awful. That is wonderful. He turns it on right at the end. We just gotta bring it to overtime. Let's at least do that. I gotta make sure I know what plays he's gonna call though. That's the tough thing. I mean, he could call a run and I'd be done for. But I mean, I gotta bet against the pass here. I just gotta assume that he's gonna rush. Yes. Nice QB sack to start it out. I think he's gonna run now. I think he's gonna put it on make it because I've seen him do it before. And he does exactly that. I call it again. Ooh, play action pass. Safety! We just secured the game. Now all we gotta do is not something stupid. And we win. Sanders, we're gonna put it on him for the game, for all the marbles. All he's gotta do is get like an extra first down, and he gets us most of that. We run it to the strong side. Can we do that? I don't even know what's the strong side and the weak side. He does it. First down. We drain the clock. 10 more seconds. One play. If we don't fumble, Sanders MVP. Sanders MVP. Bernie Sanders. The Black Jew wins it again. I think the next game, oh my god, our passing stats. Is that Randall Pete? R. Pete? Mr. Pete, 33% completion, 95 yards, 1 interception. Good game. Yeah, GG. Barry Sanders, 19 rushes for 159 yards. You know, wow. Sanders doing it all right there when the team needs him. The heart of the team right there. Barry Sanders. I think that's why I can't do coach. I can't stand it when my players lose. That's why I couldn't do coach. I'd be like pulling my hair out. I couldn't coach. I don't think I could really play either, but I couldn't coach. Coaching would be terrible. All right. I think the next one's automated, and then I coach the Bears. So, all right. So we get to just sit back and watch this one, and relax, enjoy this game here. The Houston Oilers and the Cincy Bengals. So I actually probably got to do a vote Should I coach one more? I don't think I'm going to do the Philly Eagles. I don't think I'm going to play as the Philly Eagles and finish up the playoffs yet. But I figured I'd coach a couple games starting out the first round. So I can either coach the second game, or I can wait and do that later. But Warren, Moon, and crew, yeah. I mean, I think this one's the Oilers right here. I think this one's gonna be all the Oilers. Oh, that was so close. They're so explosive. You can tell. Look at that. Oh, this one's all theirs. This one's all theirs. Just because of that. That one's all Warren Moon. Warren Moon and crew. Warren Moon seems to rush very well. He seems to run the QB sneak so well. Boomer Azusan. Azusan. Yeah, they should. The Bengals are still running this. Still able to run their offense so far. If they're able to get that pass off the ground, maybe they'll make this game interesting for a little bit. Might turn out to be a shootout, maybe. See how long the Cincy Bengals can keep up. That's all. That's touchdown. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, the combination of Oilers' fast-paced offense with that loose defense, maybe turning this game into a bit more of a shootout than it might otherwise be. Let's see here. All right. This is just getting pretty fun now. 28 combined points, and I mean, I guess it's the end of it. It's what? Yeah, beginning of the second half or second quarter. It's not even the second half yet. that speed of that Oilers offense, though, seems to still be making a difference. I'd say if anybody has the last possession, it'd be the Bengals. Who, so they can make it just out of reach in just the nick of time, I would say, as far as the Oilers are concerned. So can the Cincy Bengals score in 2 minutes, 37 seconds? I bet you they do. But even if they do, how fast is Warren Moon in his offense? Can they score in 45 seconds? You know, so do they leave just enough time off the clock? Or on the clock? They're bringing up an important third down here. They've got it. Ah, I see. So sometimes you want to be careful with their fullback, I guess, with their or their halfback. But yeah. Poor ball control. So far, we haven't seen any fumbles. No interceptions, no turnovers at all. So it'll be really interesting to see if, even when that happens, who gets who recovers it. Nobody's produced any turnovers yet. Interesting field goal. Interesting. Halftime. Oh, man. Icky Woods. So yeah, this game could very well come down to ball control. The Bengals have the ball control right now. But Oilers still have a very fast-paced offense. This one's an interesting one. All right, you're going to bed. I don't blame you there, bud. I'll probably have to hop off, but we'll see. Somebody hops in, maybe I'll coach an extra game. Otherwise, maybe I'll leave it. We'll get a pretty good idea of what the playoff picture looks like, so we'll know. We're going to see what's coming up after this in the next stream. Next stream will be Sunday, probably. Take Move Super Bowl Sunday. And Now suddenly you kind of wish you were in the game. It's like, oh, that'd be a fun time to take over, like, uh, with Warren Moon and that offense down just by that much. Yeah, Bengals take their first lead. Is that really their first lead? And it seems like they've had, a couple like momentum leads that were quickly squashed out by Warren Moon and his offense. So it's like, but yeah, they did actually technically take their first actual lead of the game there. Oh snap, indeed. What? What? Ooh, wow. Warren Moon just throwing it in the face of the defenders. Overthrown twice. I was just getting crazy stupid with that. With the ball, though. Is he going to just throw an interception, or is he going to get sacked? Not yet. He's playing cocky. But no, it doesn't even matter. He runs for it, gets the first down. Oh, that is ridiculous. He's running the clock down too. What was that? Double coverage in the end zone, in the back of the end zone, converging defenders. Still catches it for the touchdown. Warren Moon, everybody. He is just ridiculous. You kind of hope he fumbles at some point. And that's the way the game ends, But who knows? The Bengals, all they really got to do, like right here, is just control the game a little bit. I mean, they're 4 points down. They're not 3. One of the receivers' average reception rate is 75%. So basically, he could just throw it wherever, and hope his receivers at least play defense, if not, basically get the ball, even when in double coverage. Either Dukins either Dukin or Givens has a 69% reception rate. So, yeah. White ball control is 19. Wow. But, they can rely so much on that passing offense, and wow. The Bengals seem to be doing a good job rushing the ball. Doing a good job with ball control. I mean, they're not necessarily. They don't seem to be quite as fast in offense, but but Cactuar, one who enjoys things but not stuffs. Dr. Blackburn, bro, do you enjoy stuff? Do you like stuff? I like things. I like stuffs. Stuffs are good. Not stuffs. I think I might have to agree with Cactuar here. Things. Stuffs are alright, I guess. But I'm certainly not opposed to stuffs. But I definitely enjoy things. But, dang. Runs away. He didn't fumble it. He didn't get tackled, I don't think, in bounds. So, that's one way to avoid the fumbles. The AI seems to be doing a good job there. So, wow, that is a fast offense. Leprechaun, you're back again. Hi. I hope I didn't miss a stream or anything. See a bunch of people in my chat all of a sudden. But yep, we're still going. I'm actually I have actually two computers going. For the first round of the playoffs, we're watching a couple games. We're coaching a couple games. So yeah, I don't know. You can argue that, you can try to argue that it's like that American football is, but I don't really agree with that. I don't know. Yeah, it's just hanging out with some friends, right? Occasionally some butt slapping, but that's all right. You know. There's nothing homoerotic about war, right? So to me, it's like going off to battle. Um, I might have my camera a little low here. So we actually got one more game we can coach. We're gonna coach the Chicago Bears. Actually, same coach. We're gonna play Buddy Ryan here. We're gonna coach the Chicago Bears. You're just coaching the Philly Eagles. Um, yeah, some players do just try to dive in random directions, and it's kind of weird. The controls are actually really good in this game, but basically, they'll automatically try to dive towards the ball carrier, so they're at least smart enough to do that. But sometimes they miss aim, but they keep going on their trajectory, just like a little more realistically, like how a tackler would. But yeah. Um, Oilers got the last laugh. I know they were so quick. They were so explosive on offense. That was a really fun game to watch. It's too bad you guys maybe didn't catch all of that. That was a really fun game to just watch. Icky Woods running for a lot of yards. The Bengals looked like they were pretty interesting. But yeah, we're going to play as the Bears. We're going to be coaching the Bears next year. We're not going to be playing as them, but have I ever tried it? Yeah, at one point in time, yes. You could say at least. But it is a magical healing substance. Um, it's great for pain and things like that, nausea. Um, but we're basically going to continue on here. And okay, I will here in just a sec. I'll get this next one started. Let's see. Yeah, we got the Saints and the Bears. Bears are gonna beat the Saints. We've already played the Saints. We haven't played the Bears yet. That would be a great meeting between the two teams. And yeah. So RPG gaming thief guy. What? uh, I don't know. They're varying shades of gray for high for me. So it's like, um, there are some things that'll really get me up there, and some things that won't. Glazed over 90% of the time. Yeah, probably. Um, but no, there are varying shades of glazed over. But normally, not always. Um, but like, what's really fun, you always get higher like when you've been sober for a while. So it's like, it's always been really fun for me. Like when I go for like a week without, or like a couple weeks without, and then I hit it. Oh, it's so much better. Once you've like had it for a little while, you kind of just get varying shades of green. I always like to take it off to the other teams. That way, I always know I'm getting the ball at the beginning of the second half, and that allows me to get my game plan right and together first thing. I don't actually control the players here, so I'm gonna let them do whatever. Um, and bleep Twitch mods 420 blaze it. No kidding. And let's see. We've got the Saints now. I'm trying to think. They had a pretty good rushing attack as well, if I recall. So. What are your thoughts on smoking a Tecmo Bowl? My thoughts on rolling deep. Rolling deep's legit, bro. No, actually, I have no idea rolling deep, but sounds like you're throwing deep or you're rolling like some dank shit, like some real thick, like a real thick blunt, you know. But anyways, all right, so they're gonna pass it, I think. Play action pass. All right. Excellent job. My Bears did an excellent job. We're getting the ball back. Now, one thing is, like, it seems to if I like a little bit of challenge, it'll like up the challenge a little bit sometimes. So, but you know, as long as I keep making good decisions, I'm not worried about it. This is the best football stream ever, I guess. It's pretty dank. It's a pretty dank stream, I guess. Let's see. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. We're going to use the rushing attack. The Bears' ever-prolific rushing attack. Get an easy first down, and off we go. All right, we're going to maybe try to roll out a little bit of a pass here. NWO. NWO for life. NWA, man. NWA for life. I don't know. Like, I would say, I'm not sure if I'm as good. Like, if you see, there's actually, like, if you search for, like, Tecmo Madison and things like that, there are some, like, interesting tournaments that you can see. Even, like, I've caught a rare few on Twitch, that, like, there's some very, very good players at this game. I've definitely, like, really enjoyed this game, and I've played it a fair amount, but, there's some really good people at this game that know all the best players. All right. Well, I picked the right play. Neil Anderson did the rest. We're up 6-0. Start soon to be 7-0. And I don't know. I keep pressing buttons like I'm actually like trying to play, but then I realize, oh yeah, the computer's doing it for me. I'm just coaching. But you know, we'll get to play the Bears next, I think. So if they win this game, we don't have to play the Saints. We get to play the Bears, and Buddy Ryan gets to meet up with his old team, his old players, as the new coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, making the playoffs. You know, I think he's going to try to run the ball again. I think it's going to be Hayward. Nope. He's going to pass it. And, oh, they're wide open. Oh, he at least makes the wrong decision, and we get another shot. We get another shot at stopping it. All right. All right, he's going to punt it. We're going to receive it. Another hit of the day. All right, I can dig it. Our 9-hour record is so bad. Blazing, bro. Yeah. I don't know why. I shouldn't have. Ooh. I shouldn't have called the pass there. Jim Harbaugh was not. Was that Jim Harbaugh, I think? Yeah. He wasn't ready for it. Oof. All right, Neil Anderson. I'm going to call you on the play I don't expect. No, not while I do tech support, but you know, after a long day of having to listen to, I don't know, the most ridiculous things and helping people with I mean, sometimes customers are, not the most gracious. But anyways, after a long day of that, it's kind of nice to relax using a little bit of medicine. Um, I was going through treatment for some other things. It was really it was great. Yeah, especially when you have chemo and things like that. But uh, can you follow? Yes, you can. You can just hit the follow button. I think there's something somewhere down there. So if you wanted, um, you don't have to. I don't, you just catch me. You see me online. It'll be easy to if you follow, it'll be easy to see me. But it's not expected. Just thanks for stopping by, guys. It's you know kind of fun to share this awesome game. But terrible play though. I should have been putting a little bit. Should have been putting Neil Anderson back in there. He saved us. Gave us that first touchdown. Yeah, we're gonna punt it though. Rely on our defense to keep producing. Our punter does a good job here. Bufford. All right, let's see. They had a pretty nice return there. We're going to bet against the run again. And immediately we're incorrect, but it's incomplete. Maybe we'll rely on his quarterback. I don't think their quarterback is quite as reliable, so we'll. All right, yeah, go ahead, man. You're gonna fist straight into the air and unfollow. All right, well, thank you. Let's see. We're gonna go with. I think you've got to pass it. So, all right, doing a decent job with coverage here. I'm glad the AI is a little foolish and overthrows it. And that's not a likely field goal. It's a little. Oh man, he might have just gotten it perfect though. Ooh, no. All right. Since we got a chance, we're gonna use Anderson again. Neil Anderson. Excellent job. Getting out to the sidelines. And one great thing about getting your runner out to the sidelines is if they fumble, if they've got a good chance, there's a good chance that it just hits out of bounds. You don't have to worry about it. Sometimes you can get a few more yards if you run it inside, though, so depends on how greedy you want to be. Oh, man. Catches it in double coverage. Another lucky pass. I'm going to use Mr. Anderson again. Nice. Mr. Anderson getting it done. Okay. All right, let's see. That is just great. That's how you know that a game's going to go your way. Jim Harbaugh. A little high, but gets it done. All right, let's see. Bet against the pass. They don't have much time here. All right, immediate sack. I'm still gonna bet against the run, at least for one play. Excellent job. And I think play action pass. I call it again. All right. Ooh, and we injure him. So that's going to change the layout of the rest of the game a little bit. Now, can we get another field goal before half? That would pretty much put us comfortably ahead going into the half, that we'd be able to be a little more creative in the second half. Or, okay, nope. Shouldn't even talk like that because things can just go the other way, right? Like that. And immediately field goal. Wow. There's going to be no room for comfort here. Thanks to the Saints and their clutch fumble recovery and field goal now. We're going to end the first half by avoiding a safety. All right. We're gonna stick with it on the ground with Neil Anderson. And already a nice play, turning into a great play. Let's see if we can stay a little creative on the ground here. Keep running that clock. Nice. Excellent touchdown. Great job. Now 3 scores, so pretty comfortable lead now. Gonna use a little more spread defense. Study a little more against the pass. Great coverage. Good coverage anyways. Maybe we see the play action pass here. Should still keep betting against the run though. At least a little bit. Yeah, now they're using the run to open up the pass. They're going to make me pay for it. But again, they're not quite getting enough yards to be a real threat. I mean, they had to use at least a minute of the game clock right there. And I know I can use the clock with my offense, so we run it pretty well. Already pretty nice, pretty good position. Wow. No, not much accuracy with their quarterback so far. They've not been too accurate. So, do I want to bet on the run, or do I want to bet on the pass? I'm still betting on the run, even though it's going to be pass. Nice. So force him to a field goal. This one's probably in. It's pretty easy range. Still, more than a 2-score lead. Ooh. All right, beginning of the fourth quarter. I'm going to call a play and probably go grab something to drink, put some things away. I'm going to have to go make a run out here in a little bit, just after I finish streaming. So right around 10:30. So yeah, calling a play real quick, and be right back. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so let's see. Call a pass. Couple options opened up, but can't really rely on the AI to pick the right ones. So we might as well punt it. And all right, let's see. I'm going to bet against the play action pass, and I'm actually going to make another run out. Get a nice little drink here. And let's go ahead and sack this guy. That's the game right there. That's everything. That's all the ingredients. Perfect game. Touchdown. All right. Pick a play, any play. It doesn't even matter now. I'm actually going to have to go a little bit early than I thought. Nevertheless, I can just call a few more plays, and that'll wrap up this stream. So, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to just run this out real quick here. It doesn't even matter what plays I call. We're just going to run the clock out as quickly as possible. You know, hopefully we sack him or something. Yeah, that's perfect. Mike Singletary, the aforementioned Mike Singletary, legendary linebacker for the Chicago Bears, getting it done. We sack him again. That's it. That's the game. Let's just run it out. We're going to run the clock out pretty much as quickly as we can. Touchdown again. Wow. I'm not even trying now. Okay, cool. Well, I gotta find my shoes. Bears. Bears. Yeah, the Bears getting it done. The Bears. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's my Bears. Neil Anderson, 15 runs, 182 yards. Jim Harbaugh, oh man, Mr. Walsh, 25% completion, 50% completion, respectively. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Really, the whole story, Neil Anderson, right there. All right, so I gotta get going. Anyways, next game for us, the Eagles and the Bears. Pretty much Buddy Ryan's legacy in one game right there. And I'll see you guys next time. Sorry I have to go a little bit early, but thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for stopping by, making some mentions in the chat there. Having some interesting discussions about the Eagles, etc. And hey, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Next stream of this game will be Sunday, but I'll probably be streaming sometime in between. I've got Resident Evil 4 and some others that I've been meaning to make a run with. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. I don't know if there's anybody I can send you out to right now. Actually, probably not. Let's see. Maybe I'll send you guys somewhere. Do a quick host. I really should hurry though up. Not quite what I was looking for. Hey, Medium Ernie. Okay. Hosting Xanto 1. So let's do I'm actually going to do a host of Xanto1 here, so you can say hi for me and say sorry I have to miss it, but I'll actually at least send you guys somewhere, and thanks for watching, guys. See ya. And